Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time here, I'm Janetta, an author who loves to draw. On my channel, I focus on combining storytelling with art. If that's something you're interested in, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's get to it. SSMD So It Begins, Chapter 33, Sienna's Secret. Eva. The phone rang and the call ID had me believing that I was about to talk to Sharon. Hello? I answered. Hi, Eva. Sienna, Sharon's daughter, responded. She sounded upset. Hi, Sienna. Is everything okay? No, Eva. Can you come get me? I need to talk to you. Sure, but aren't you in school? No school today. I'm at my friend Monica's house, hiding in her old treehouse. You'll have to come to the street behind her house, and I'll meet you there. She gave me the address, and I hurried to pick her up. I called her when I arrived, and she and her friend were at the car in 60 seconds flat. They both hopped in. Have you two had lunch? Should we grab something and talk over lunch? I'm starving. Sienna just shrugged her shoulders, indicating she didn't care where we went. I didn't prompt Sienna for any details until we were seated in a restaurant and had ordered. She took a deep breath and looked over at Monica. You want me to tell her? Monica asked. No, I will, Sienna said. She looked at me sadly. You already know Mom and Dad are going to marriage counseling. I was at school talking to my friend Katrina. Her family just went through a divorce. Monica overheard us talking and came over and introduced herself. Before then, we knew who each other was, but had never met. I'm not exactly accepted in the in crowd like our Sienna here, Monica interjected. I could see Sienna fight to hide her annoyance. Anyway, she had seen Dad drop me off at school. She told me there was something I needed to see, and she said she would call me when she could show me. She wouldn't have believed me if I had just told her, Monica said as she accepted her cheeseburger and fries from the waiter. Well, Monica called me a little before lunchtime and told me to get to her house quickly if I wanted to find out what she was talking about. I told Mom I was meeting some friends at the park. Then me and my stupid curiosity went rushing over there. Monica snuck me to the back of the house and into the garage. Dad's car was in the garage, Aunt Eva. I had already started to suspect where this was going, but still my heart began to sink. I tried to play it off, but when Monica took me up into her old treehouse and she got choked up. I reached out and patted her shoulder. I saw them. Dad was with Monica's mom. Monica, who had been gobbling down her food, stopped long enough to say, She threw up in my treehouse. Aunt Eva, they had been seeing each other for weeks. My dad is going to marriage counseling, all while he's cheating on Mom. I don't know what to do. Should I tell Mom? Should I tell Dad I know and tell him to stop? Aunt Eva, what should I do? Chapter 34, The Misunderstanding. Leah. What's on your mind? Mara reached across the table and placed his hand on Leah's. She had gone back and forth for days on whether or not to tell him about her run-in with his mother. Your mother stopped by the cafe to see me the other day. It was just at that moment that she decided to tell him. Really? Did she stop by to tell you that her son has great taste in women? He smiled at his own wit. Not exactly. In fact, it was pretty much the opposite. He frowned. What do you mean, the opposite? What exactly did she say to you? Maybe you misunderstood her. It would be hard to misunderstand. I believe her exact words were, I want you to leave Mario alone. She said you belong with Carla and I'm in the way. She held back the part about Leah not wanting her as an enemy. She and Carla are close. I'm sure she didn't mean any harm. Are you going to speak to her about it? Why? Like I said, I'm sure she didn't mean any harm. Annoyed, Leah pulled her hand away from his. She picked up her wine glass and took a long sip. She thought about how she loved Mario, but the more their relationship progressed, the more of his baggage she had to face. First it was his celibacy. then an ex-wife that wouldn't let go, and now a mean, nasty mother to top it off. Loving him would be no cakewalk. You're upset, Mara read her will. He waved the waiter over and paid the check. Standing, he held out his hand and said, "Come on." Leah took his hand and stood. "Where are we going?" "You'll see." Leah's mind immediately started guessing. Was he about to do something romantic? Even better, was tonight the night they ended the celibacy nonsense? 35 minutes later, Leah sat in Mario's mother's living room fuming. Mario brought her there to straighten out her confusion. "Mama, Leah's under the impression that you don't want us together." "What?" She faked her shock. "Why would you think that?" She directed her question to Leah, her eyes throwing icy daggers. "You know why. You told me as much." "No, dear. You must have been mistaken. I simply asked you to take things slow with Mario to give him time to heal from his breaking up with Carla. It's unfortunate you misunderstood me. It would be unfortunate if that is what was actually happening, but we both know that it isn't." "Leah," Mara said sharply, "why are you being rude? She said it was a misunderstanding, so leave it at that." Leah stood. "Well, I guess since we are all clear now, I can leave and get home. I have an early start tomorrow." The car ride home was a silent, tension-filled one. Mara had barely pulled in front of Leah's apartment building before she jumped out and disappeared into the building. Hope you enjoyed today's story. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time, be and stay blessed.